Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my NHL 20 franchise mode here in the state of hockey. In the previous episode, we begun the 2032-2033 regular season simulation, and it's been a whirlwind so far. 17-8-2 through the first 27 games of the season. That's a pretty good record. Second place in the division. Colorado's doing pretty good. We played the same amount of games. We're still technically contending for another President's Trophy. Haven't not won one in a very long time. So, are the tides turning here in Minnesota? Are we no longer that powerhouse? I think we are. I think we are a better team all around. We lost Marcus Mironov. We traded Cody Tallender. We made some moves to push us in a general direction heading into the future. I think I made the smartest moves I possibly could at the time. You might disagree with them, but hey, we got a long season ahead of us. I still believe we're a Stanley Cup contender. Each and every year, it's Stanley Cup or bust. I'm not going to go over the stats as where we are in the season at this very point in time. If you want to see the stats through this point in the season, go ahead and watch the end of the last episode. And if you guys are still here in this episode, thank you very much. You have noticed, if you're new to this channel, you've noticed a bunch of new wallpapers, my logo, my channel art, my Twitters are all updated. I want to thank my guy, SnipeNScore Productions, for his effort in helping me create something new. I thought I might as well update it for you guys because I want to start pumping out some more content. I know I post every single day, but I have some ideas in mind. And since I'm off for the next few days, this might be the best time to roll out some content. So I want to thank you guys very, very much. 4:55, the time I'm recording, you guys rock. But you know what? I know exactly what you're here for. The regular season simulation. I'm not going to waste any time. We have to get through December, January, February, March, April. We got to go. Let's go through December, see how we're out. I'm hoping this isn't the most challenging of seasons because 2 years ago we started the regular season and it was an awful time. We were definitely worse than what our record is now, but we've had a few challenges so far with the Minnesota Wild in the previous few seasons. Even though we won a few cups, we're coming off of a round one loss over the Dallas Stars. We want to start turning the pace up for the Wild. We want another Stanley Cup on the trophy case. Keep it going. Good month so far. I should just keep talking. There we go. Great month of December, and that's exactly how you turn the President's Trophy race on its head. Plenty of wins in a row. Have not lost one in the month of December. Can we get through 31 days without a regulation loss? 3 Metro teams in a row, and we finish the month of December undefeated. What a month and a half. Minnesota goes off 38-2. That is exactly what you needed to do. We're only 3 points ahead of the Avalanche, so they're kind of keeping pace there after the Avalanche. Blackhawks are 9 points behind. Wildcard race is a whole thing right now. Okay. I believe we also have Florida's first round pick this year. Yeah, we traded with Florida. We have their first round pick, so it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's go ahead, check out the stats. I don't plan on checking the stats out every month. I just want to see how we're doing after a month like that. 56 points for Anthony Francis. Not a bad season so far. Obviously, we expect that from him. 1,296 points. He's almost at 1,300 in his career. He's almost at 600 goals as well. Is he going to win an Art Ross this season? He definitely has some tough competition, but maybe he can pull one out. The captain, Kirill Kaprizov, who we need to discuss contract with at some point this season, but it isn't the most important of things. because I think as his stats digress, his attributes digress, I think he'll ask for less money, but either which way, he's been an important part of this squad. Alexei Petrangelov, the other Russian beauty on this squad, took a not hometown discount, but he took a discount with the Minnesota Wild. He definitely could have earned $14 million plus, but he took half that to stay here long term, and I absolutely appreciate it. Petrangelov, how many career goals do you got? He'll hit 600 pretty soon. Pretty soon. Cale Newman having a great season. See, I got a comment a few days ago saying, oh, how is Cale Newman underrated if you always talk about him? See, I only ever bring him up when I'm comparing him to other people. That's a sad thing. If it was Cale Newman on a team all by himself, he'd be the top player every season. But when you have these three guys ahead of him, and the talking points on the defense, Quinn Hughes, Brandt Clarke, he kind of slips under the radar, and I feel like I need to give him more appreciation. But technically, he's the most underrated on the squad with all the other players in front of him, right? I think it makes sense, but a good season nonetheless. Second most goals on the squad. Harrison Hadar in his rookie season, potentially contending for a Calder Trophy. 12 points in that month, if I am not mistaken. He's having a great rookie year. I obviously don't expect him to be point per game at 20 years of age, but he is having a great season so far. Sergei Gogolev, 29 points. Not doing too shabby on that third line. Obviously, I don't like him on that third line. Obviously, I might debate putting Gogolev back on the second line instead of Hadar moving him down to the third, but if we're winning games, I don't want to change up things too much. Louis Langweeder, definitely a little upset. I'm sure he's a little upset because of the lack of power play time, but with all the other superstars on the squad, we have to give in to their demands. Louis Langweeder is not per se on the chopping block, but I think of all the other talent we have on the squad, we have to protect the other guys over Louis Langweeder. I know, I love Louis, don't even get me started. He was the 20th overall pick in his draft, had a phenomenal rookie season, he's been great ever since. 26 points in 40 games, that's great. I don't think he'll ever get to back to that point per game seasons back in 2028, 2029, especially without the power play time. It's not going to happen. But we have to give in to the other guys' demands, right? Lino Waters, 22 points. I'm not saying he's also on the chopping block, but with players potentially going in the future, those are two potential candidates for that. Khudobin, in his rookie season, 20 points, almost at 20 goals. 20 points in 40 games, half point per game. He's on pace to break what he had last year. Same with goals, or about tie-ish, 20-ish goals maybe. Hoping he can get that. Not a terrible season for him. Bobby Lev with 11. Habby Bulin, and then you got McKinnon. Fourth line, definitely stepping up. Last time we checked, there were a lot of minuses on this squad, but they've all really turned it around. Good. I'd like to see that. Defense. That's my boy, Quinn freaking Hughes, 33 years of age officially. Happy birthday, Quinn Hughes. I don't know when his birthday was, but you see his elite potential drop to a top 4 potential, which means he's going to digress a lot quicker than I had originally saw or thought he was going to drop to. So that contract is definitely going to work out to when he drops off as a top 2 defenseman. He can definitely go as a point per game defenseman for the next 2 seasons. Right now he's keeping pace, so I'm hoping he can hit 82 points this season. As how many points does he have? Almost 1,200. If he keeps pace, he'll hit 1,200 this season. How many defensemen have ever gotten 1,200 points? When he retires, I'll definitely bring it up, but for right now, I have the memory of a goldfish. Brandt Clarke, 36 points. He's definitely picking up the slack where Marcus Mironov left. I appreciate that. Bissonet's having a great year. Harry Parrish, not too shabby. Grossman in his rookie year, 7 points, plus 9. He's not a liability. I like to see that. And Brent Perez, 6 points, plus 12, and 0 penalty minutes. He stepped the hell up. He's stepped up, and I appreciate that from him, especially with all the competition he has going into the future. I like to see him perform well. I'm glad he's not like a minus 4 and 0 points. I appreciate he's having a good season, but I'm intrigued to see the goaltending. Christian Pettersson with a .910 and a .247 goals against. And right there, I don't want to say anything, but I think we made the right call in trading Tallender over Pettersson. Our backup is to be desired, but Christian Pettersson, we signed him to that 2-year deal at $1.5 million. So that's going to be huge for us going into the future with the cap restraints. Even when he started off the season a little poor, his goals against was really good. But I'm not going to check out the total season stats this very moment since we have to cram in a lot of months this episode. I will check out the stats, or the entire league stats, at the end of this month. So 38-2, I believe, we're first place in the league. Let's keep it going. Our undefeated streak is a month. Keep it going, Minnesota. Connor Bobbylev has been hurt till February 3rd. Head coach replaces player. He's out for an entire month. Too bad. We'll get our healthy scratch player in there. Hopefully he can do some good work, and we are on a roll here. Keep it going, Minnesota. Don't let that streak die. Kari Koskinen is hurt in the AHL. Head coach replaces player. Come on, Minnesota. Yes, keep it going, boys. 76 points on the season. Yes, Minnesota. Oh my God. Keep it going, Kari Koskinen. Get him back in the AHL. Or was he? I believe he was... whatever. That doesn't hurt my feelings. I mean, how's Schoon doing? Oh, Schoon's not doing too bad. In his sophomore season in the AHL, definitely having a good season there. How about Zimmerman? Zimmerman's having a good year. He could definitely be an NHL skater for us pretty soon. Good things in the AHL. Definitely a loaded prospect system. We are fine in that department. Arizona, and we drop one before the All-Star break. Hey, EA, can you add the All-Star break into this game, or the All-Star game? You know, that'd be really awesome. Hudobin is mad. No, I'm going to disagree, man. Don't even start with me this early into your career. You have no pull. None. Zero. Zilch. Hudobin. Oh, for the love of Hudobin, don't be a character issue guy. This is not the time to be pulling that. So can we rebound after that loss, breaking our streak there of... We will check out how many games in a row that was. That was incredible. How did Danner do on that fourth line? 2 goals in 9 games, +4. Not a bad guy there, but let's get Bobbylev back. There we go. +3 on that fourth line. Great. Last game of the month against the Colorado Avalanche, and we will... Bobbylev has been hurt until March 5th. Bobbylev, no, man. It said he was... Oh, what? Yeah, at least he's not the biggest part of the squad. Danner wasn't even doing too shabby. But that sucks. Okay, we'll get him back for playoffs and all that. Okay. So, the last time we lost a regulation game was against the Arizona Coyotes. We won 2 in a row since then. So we went from January 20th. So, hold on. We went from December, or I believe November 30th to January 20th without a regulation loss. Let's count the games. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 wins in a row. Oh my God. What a win streak. Anthony Francis is at a point per game. We are leading the Central Division by 11 points. We are leading the NHL by a hefty margin. We are crushing everybody in our path so far. So after that mediocre start by Minnesota Wild standards, we have gone off. We are producing at a crazy rate, not losing very much, not even 10 regulation losses. We're putting up 4.43 goals per game. We have 141 goals against, which is one of the best in the NHL, if not the best. It's the best. Since when do you see that from us? That's crazy. That's insane. Our power play is 51%? Oh my god, 50. We're scoring on more than half our power play opportunities? That's insane. Penalty kill is 77%, but that's like league average. Wow. That is insane. Let's check out the Minnesota Wild. Through 53 games, we're just a little over halfway through the year. Anthony Francis leads this team in goals, in probably assists. Maybe Quinn Hughes has more. Points for sure, plus 34, 20 penalty minutes, 207 shots, 8 game-winning goals, 32 power play points. You can't beat him. He's doing great on the faceoffs, phenomenal giveaway to takeaway ratio guy. This man does it all. Being 18 points over a point per game is pretty good. Coming over to this season, pretty good. Last year having a phenomenal year, 68 goals. Is he on pace for that this season? Probably not. 50 goals is not out of the realm of possibility. But he is going off. Ever since we started winning those games, not losing a game in the regulation or in the month of December, he's killing it. Kaprizov, far behind him. But man, oh man, he's having a great year. If Francis wasn't on this team, Kaprizov would easily be one of the best players on the squad. He is already one of the best players on the squad. You know what I mean. He'd be leading the squad. He's a captain. He's dwindling down in his career. 609 career goals. 1,287 points. He'll probably hit 1,300 this season. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. 5 Stanley Cups as the captain of the Wild. He's done it all. Alexei Petrangelov, 61 points, 28 goals. He's having himself a great year. Great year. Cale Newman, 59 goals, 59 points, 33 goals. He's always going to be 4th or 5th player on the scoring because of the guys in front of him. But if you put him on any other team, he's their captain. He's their all-star. He's having a great year for the Wild. Harrison Hadar, in his rookie year with the Wild, is an assist machine. 46 points in 53 games. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for him to be an 80-point player, a 75-point player. For years to come, I think he can be a point-per-game guy because he's always going to be behind Francis, but I think going forward, he's going to be our second-line guy. He's improving at a rate which I did not fully expect. He's been very, very important for us. Sergei Gogolev, 45 points. He's doing great. 14 goals. I think he can be a 25-goal guy this year. Louis Langweeder with 33. What overall was Gogolev? 5th overall. We have a lot of 5th overall picks on this squad. Weird. Louis Langweeder, 33. 20 points under a point per game. If he can hit 60 this year, I'll probably be happy with that number. Hudobin, 28. He beat what he had last year. He's going to beat goals, probably. Assists, he's already smacked that out of the water. He's playing some power play time. I think it's only a matter of time for this guy to really step up into the role of a sniper. And why did I press back? Why did I do that, Owen? Why are you so bad at your job? Why? Every time. Okay. Hudobin, not a bad season. Lino Waters, also not a bad season. Definitely not what he wants playing on the third line. He's definitely on the chopping block. He's not happy playing the third line, but anywhere else on the squad, I really don't see him. I know you could say, put Hadar on the third line, put Waters on the second. If we're winning games, I really don't see us making too many moves, right? Habibulin, 13, Bobby Lev with 12, McKinnon with 9, and then Danner with 2 and 9. Yeah, Bobby Lev's out for a bit, but we are not struggling in the slightest. Defenseman, 61 points for Quinn Hughes. He is leading the way. Assists, oh man, he's the best. He is the best. There's no doubt in my mind that he is the best defenseman of all time. Is he the best defenseman of all time? Probably. Maybe. Pure talent-wise? Probably. Brandt Clark, Bobby Orr, yeah, but different eras, man. If you put freaking Quinn Hughes in the 60s, in the 70s, he's gonna hurt you, man. But he's 5'10". You can't hit him if he's too fast. You can't hit him. Brandt Clark, 59 points. See, if you take Quinn Hughes out of your eyesight, if you just forget about him, and Brandt Clark's the first guy on this team, potentially he might even win the Norris over Quinn Hughes if they're close in points towards the end of the season, and Brandt Clark has a better plus-minus. Brandt Clark's going to take it over Quinn Hughes, which I'm okay with any one of us taking it, but Quinn Hughes, at 33 years of age, 4 years older than Brandt Clark, it's a good competition, friendly competition. Bissonnette with 26, Harry Parrish with 20. They're our top pairing in the very near future. They're stepping up to the plate. Grossman in his rookie year, 7 points, plus 10. I'm not expecting the most points out of him, but he is going to be in a bigger role very, very soon, but not a bad season. Perez, plus 11, 6 points. I can't ask for much more from our bottom duo. Goaltending. So, he only got a little bit worse, and Arsenal got even better. So everybody's pulling their weight here through over halfway through the season. But I want to see the leaderboards. Who is taking home some awards this year? So the next Pettersson, right now it's Pettersson. Tallender, 900 and a 3 goals against with Florida. He's winning them games though, and that's really what we sent him over there to do. Obviously we'd want a lottery pick, but we tried to make the trade make sense. They got 1 year of him. They might even make the playoffs and do some damage this year. You never know. But right now as it stands, Pettersson is the best goaltender in the NHL with his stats. Next best guy is Gregor DeVries with Boston with a 908, but he has a .50 goals against higher. So it's definitely Pettersson's award to lose. Rookie skaters. Hadar. Come on, Hadar. Hadar is leading the pack. We potentially have another Calder winner in our sights. There's a three-way tie for second place. Dodge, Weidman, and Burish. Yep, Dodge was the former 4th overall pick that we could have acquired this past offseason, but we didn't. But good for him. I believe we traded Jesper Olsen to Buffalo. We did. Yeah, we traded him. It was with Iowa. Yeah, I kind of feel bad for that. He just never really worked out for us. Okay. Defenseman. What's it looking like at the top here? Cale Makar. Ooh, okay. It is definitely a race here. Cale Makar potentially contending for the Norris. 2 games at hand. You give him a point here, point there. He's leading. Plus minus ain't that much different. So we definitely have a race on our hands. But what about the Art Ross? Joshua Waugh with 82, with 3 games at hand on Anthony Francis, with 50 goals. Joshua Waugh, former Columbus Blue Jackets franchise mode legend, is having a great year with Boston. Okay, it is close at the top, but Francis is definitely has some things to prove this year. And the goals. Joel Everberg is posting over a goal per game average. I would love to see somebody break Gretzky's in-season record. Just do it. Just do it. Well, we have a long season ahead of us. Come on, Minnesota. Keep up the winning. Just off the All-Star break, let's head through the month of February. I don't plan on making any trades in the slightest. Let's sim all the way past the deadline. I don't plan on making any moves. We are the team to beat. We're the team. We are the team. We're going to hit 50 wins here very, very soon. Under 10 regulation losses. Keep it going, boys. No need to falter any way through the season. We lose our 10th regulation game of the season, but we just need to keep up the pace and we can potentially win 70 games this season. I'm sorry, I keep skipping trade alerts. It's just something in my mind where I did a test simulation for future franchise mode. Yes, I've already picked the team. Ha ha ha. Oh, it's going to be fun. And I just keep looking past trade alerts. So I'm sorry. Go back a few seconds if you really want to check them out. Tampa Bay gets Gauthier, and Vancouver gets Bemstrom and Rudwell. Okay. Insignificant trades here. So we rebound with the win after our first regulation loss in a little bit. Lockhart and Lehtinen to the Los Angeles Kings, and New Jersey gets Snyder and Gallstad. Okay, some trade deadline trades. See, I would love for EA to bring back the cell phone thing at the deadline where you could make some last-minute trades. Oh, that'd be sick. It's just the little things that would make the season so much more interesting. God dang it, EA. Columbus acquires D'Agostini, 84 overall defenseman, and Kiefer Bellows. And San Jose gets a second, Thornton, not Joe Thornton. And they get Batherson. Okay, decent trade there. Maybe trying to make a run at the playoffs. Jermaine Rubtsov to the Edmonton Oilers. The Los Angeles Kings get a second, and Neal. We stopped the Arizona Coyotes with the 10-1 win, by the way. Carolina Hurricanes, 281 overall centerman, Muria and Frederick. San Jose gets Gagnon and Pollock. So San Jose doing some dumping this trade deadline season. Second for a third in Hadfield. No, thank we. That sound like Jar Jar Binks. Misa Jar Jar Binks. You're so strong, Annie. Tampa Bay Lightning. Dmitry Timashov. Okay. Toronto gets Horton and Christensen. Okay. Let's see what you're doing there. Von Arx and a third for you know what? Buffalo's a pretty good team. San Jose seems to be doing some dumping. Von Arx isn't much, so I'll accept that trade for 2/3. We get a free third for a guy that isn't going to turn out to be much. Alexander Hudobin is hurt in the NHL. So, okay. We have to call up somebody from the AHL. Yeah, okay. Give me a second here. I'll go to roster moves. We have money now because we traded Cody Tallender. Yes, we're good. So, who gets the call up? Who gets the call? Zimmerman, you want to come up? Cool, Zimmerman works for me. He's going to be sent down pretty soon as it is, so, I mean, might as well test him out in the NHL with Gogolev and Waters. Works for me. Welcome to the club, Zimmerman. And in the AHL, back to edit. Oh, sorry. I thought I missed something. I'm like, what the hell is going on here, boss? Okay, so who do we chuck on here? Grossman? Is Grossman already on the power play? No, Grossman can get there. Seems to be good for me. AHL, let's throw in absolutely anybody. I don't care. Don't care. Ouellette. Are we really going to have to fick up? Oh, okay, good. I literally don't care. I don't care who gets. I don't. Cutler? Sure. Wow. Okay. Few wins in a row here. Alexander Hudobin is back. Right. I should have checked how long the injury was for. Zimmerman played one game. Zimmerman, I'm so sorry that we're going to have to... I'm sorry. We'll send you back down to the AHL. Why did I even do that? Why? Why did I even waste my time doing that? There was, no need, Owen. Why did you... Wow, Anthony Francis going off. My brain... It's honestly pretty early. It's 9:28 p.m. Recording, getting some pre-recording done. So if I don't answer your questions right away, I'm so sorry. I'm doing a lot of pre-recording. So don't be too upset with me. Please. So, AHL, let's get Zimmerman back in there. He's a pretty noticeable prospect. So, Zimmerman, welcome back to the AHL. Congratulations on playing your first ever NHL game. Hopefully we see you in a few years. So, Hudobin, don't get hurt, please. Please don't get hurt. So, we are at the trade deadline. I'm making no moves. I have no moves to make. 2 games here to finish off the month. I have no cards. Let's just go. Trade deadline victory. Okay. Sergei Gogolev wants to talk. This late into the season, boy, right after the trade deadline? You smart bastard, you. I'm going to disagree. I don't care. You probably deserve more minutes, but you understand the plan, Gogolev? Okay, few wins in a row there to end off the month of February. We lost 2 games that month. We are killing it. 54-11-2, 67 games through the regular season. Anthony Francis has posted a 109 points. Has posted a 109 points. We are first placing in the NHL by a wide margin. There is no answer. Colorado is the next best team. I want to see where Florida is real quick. Florida's fighting for a wild card spot. Or they're in a wild card spot. They're trying to hold on to that. Is our power play still at 55%? 304 goals. Power play, 48%. Oh, that's so sad. That's incredible. Okay. Let's see how the Wild are doing through 67 games. Anthony Francis, you can talk all day about him. He's the man. 45 goals, 64 assists, 109 points, plus 45. He does it all. 10 game-winning goals. How many career winning? He has 102 career game-winning goals. What's the record all time for game-winning goals? That's insane. Kaprizov, 84 points as a 35-year-old. The ageless wonder in Kirill Kaprizov. He's going to post another 100-point season. Petrangelo has caught up in the goal category, 39, good for 83 points on the season. So we already have, if the season ended today, we have 4 players over a point per game, 3 with over a point per game in a regular season. Great year. Cale Newman, as I keep saying, if he was the top guy on his team, if he was the best, if he was on any other team in the league, he'd be their best guy. 41 goals. How many goals in his career? 451. He's gonna have 600 careers in his goal. 600 goals in his career. 600 careers in his goal. Yeah, Anglais is no good, por favor. See. Looking to have another point per game season. Sergei Gogolev on the third line, putting up pretty good stats though. 57 points, 10 below a point per game, plus 25, 22 penalty minutes. Good power play. That's all I can really ask for. Harrison Hadar, 55. He's definitely contending for a Calder. Came out of nowhere, former second round pick. Actually, his number is also the number he was drafted in the draft. So, that's kind of cool, right? Louis Langweeder, 39 points. Is he going to hit 60? Probably not. If he hits 50 this year, I'm going to be happy with that. Going forward with all the prospects coming up, he's probably on the chopping block, not even going to lie. Hudobin is the guy that's probably going to take over for him. For how good he's looking, he's going to take over that second line position sooner rather than later. Lino Waters, 36 points. Not a bad year. Javi Bulin, Bobby Lev, McKinnon, and Danner not having too shabby of a season there on the fourth line. I like to see that. Bobby Lev, come back soon. We miss you. Defense, what's it looking like? Not right wingers. Defense. Oh, Quinn Hughes is already at 82 points. No problem for the man. He's like, Cale Makar, you're really going to try to contend with me? No, you're not. It's my trophy. Same with Brandt Clark. He's like, oh, how about some friendly competition, Quinn Hughes? Marcus Mironov is gone. Let me shine. Great year. Probably a 20-goal season from a defenseman. Haven't seen one of those from Minnesota Wild in a while. Georges Bissonnette with 34. He's looking at 40, maybe 50 points at the end of the year. Harry Parrish with 24. Grossman with 12. Perez with 9. We're looking at all our defensemen being over double digits. Maybe one of them being over triple. But it's going to be hard, especially as a 33-year-old. But great defensive core this year. How is Pettersson doing? Pettersson had a great month. He's doing exactly what we asked him to do. 37 wins, 6 losses, 1 OT loss, 9-10, and a 2.43 goals against. 17 wins, 7 losses, and 1 overtime loss for the backup. He started the season off terribly. He's really settled down into his own and putting up some good numbers. That's all our backup needs to do. Putting up wins. That's what we need to see. But how is the entire NHL shaping up? How are the award races looking? Pettersson, I don't even have to look at the other goaltenders to know that nobody's competing with him. His goals against alone is better than everybody else in the top 10. Nobody can compete with him. Nobody can compete with him. Jade Weeman right there with a 917. Probably the next best guy. But with Pettersson's goals against, definitely his trophy to lose. Not even 10 regulation losses yet. Wow. Great year for him. Rookie skaters. Oh, baby. 11 points up on the next best guy, Earl Wideman for the New York Rangers. A top 9 forward. Huh. 80 overall is putting up points like that. Man, New York is having a rough time after we beat them in the finals. Brett Burish, Brelin. Yeah, I mean, there's some really awesome rookies out here in the NHL this year. I do like to see that. Defenseman. Quinn Hughes is obviously at the top of the leaderboards. Cam Makar has definitely dropped off. There are 3 games at hand. Don't think he makes up 12 points on Quinn Hughes. But going down to the end of the season, is plus minus going to play a big role in who wins the Ross? Or not the Ross, the Norris. Who is it going to be? See, my Anglais is not great today. I don't know what it is. I mean, I guess... No, I have no excuses. Art Ross. Anthony Francis is leading by 2 points, but Everberg has 2 games at hand. You think he probably gets 4 points in those 2 games? He's leading probably... Oh my god, he's got 76 goals. Please, Everberg, hit 9. How many, I gotta check this out. How many goals does, not? I believe it's 94 in a season. I'm Googling it right now. Most points, most goals. It's 94, right? 92. He's almost there. Come on, Everberg. Come on, 92. Please do it. 93, please. I would love to see that, Everberg. You beauty. Oh, it is tight race at the top, though. Tight race. Joshua Waugh having a great year. Zegras, Newhook, Yellowvac, Dylan Hunt, Slychuk, Shane Wright. Definitely some top talent competing for some trophies this year, I believe. Yeah, he's 15 ahead of the next best guy. And 61 is super impressive. 55 is impressive. 54 is impressive. All these guys, and remember, our sim scoring engine is at medium. It's not high. I guess it's because of all the players that we put into the league and how talented they are. They just kind of shape the league into this kind of mold. 76 assists leads the league, and obviously you know it's Quinn Hughes. There's no doubt about it. So it looks like we could be taking home a few trophies this year. Presidents, Art Ross, Norris, Vezina, and William M. Jennings. Let's keep it going, Minnesota. The quest to a Stanley Cup keeps rolling here. March, let's go all the way to the end of the season. Columbus Blue Jackets. I'll slow sim that game. That just seems written in the stars, right? Bobby Lev is finally back after being hurt for quite some time. Welcome back, Bobby Lev. They get the +3 on that 4th line. Welcome back, you absolute beauty. Start the month off well with the win against the Dallas Stars. 55-11-2. Come on, Minnesota. 6-3 regulation loss. LA Kings, can we rebound with the win? We do. See, we're keeping the goals against low. Pettersson is doing a phenomenal job. I'm assuming he's probably going to get worse before the end of the season, but man, oh man, he's doing his job. 60 wins. Georges Bissonnette is hurt until March 30th. That sucks. So we'll just throw in our scratch player there. Keep it going. He should be back any time. Keep it going, Minnesota. 61 wins in the bag. We lose another regulation loss. Or we lose another regulation game against the Dallas Stars, who beat us in the first round last year. Backer, how'd you do in a few games? 2 games, -4. Yikes. Bissonnette, welcome back to the club. We missed you. We missed you. We missed you. Come on here. 60, 2 regulation losses in a row, but we should end off the month with 62 plus wins. Oh yeah, we've clinched the Presidents a long time ago. 11-0 victory. 6-5 OT or shootout win. Last game of the season against the Columbus Blue Jackets. It's meant to be. I would love to face them in a finals matchup, but you know how this game works. Last game of the season. First period. 1-0. Kirill Kaprizov on the power play against Christian Rensfeld. Did we trade him to Columbus? I think he just ended up in Columbus. Okay. Second period. Okay. We made it 2-0. Oh, Marcus Mironov went to Columbus. Oh, is that not so poetic? How Columbus was our last franchise mode and he went to Columbus. Well, if there's any other team, I mean, this is the perfect team for him, right? Third period underway. They tie things up after 2 straight goals. Momentum is on their side. A power play early in the period, and they take the lead. Another power play, killing it off. Power play for us. They kill it off. Power play for them again. A lot of special team time in this third period. Can we tie it up? Bobby Lev, back from an injury, ties things up late in the third period. Are we heading to extra time? Khudobin with the game-winning goal. 25 seconds left. Christian Rensfeld with his special, letting in a late period goal. And a great end to the season. We cap it off with a... Oh, no! No, Leonos Waters is hurt. Oh, that sucks. Okay, we'll deal with that soon, but that hurts. He'll be back game 4, 5, and near the end of the series. That is a big depth piece to lose. 136 points for the best player in the NHL, Anthony Francis. I don't know why I went to that. Hold on. give me a second here, boys. I don't want to see who we're playing first. I just want to get through all the simulated games. Okay, one more day. One more day, and it should be good. Good. Wait. Good. Okay, let's check out the entire season. 136 points is it is first on the team. Is it good for Ernard Ross? We will find out pretty damn soon. 29 years of age. Man, 1,376 points. He'll hit 1,400 next year before game 1,000. That's so impressive. He could hit, if he has this season, next year, he could hit 15,000 or 1,500 points before 1,000 games. That's insane. Back-to-back 136-point seasons. Do you realize how insane that sounds? In this day and age, you don't expect seasons like that, but when he goes out there and puts up 100 points every single year, there is no denying what kind of player Anthony Francis is. He is the man. He's 218 points in the playoffs. Don't even look at the preseason. He has 137 points in 66 games, but it's preseason, and it doesn't count. 58 goals in the regular season. 50 goals galore. He's the man. There's no denying that. 623 goals. I love him. Kirill Kaprizov, as a 35-year-old vet, the captain of the Minnesota Wild, goes out there and says, hey, I don't really have much to prove, but here's a 104-point season. Pietrangelo with 101 points. Pretty damn good season. When your top line is putting up 100 points every season for like 5, 6, 7 years, you know they're the real deal. Cale Newman, as I keep stating, 55 goals. Not much more to say about him. Golgalev with 68 points. He played the entire season on the third line. 22 goals, 68 points. Considering we gave him less time, he stepped up to the plate. Hadar, probably winning a Calder. 66 points in a rookie season is damn good. Stepping up to the NHL level. We didn't know he was going to be this good this soon, but I love Hadar, the radar technician. Louis Langweeder does not hit 50 points, and I get it. He wasn't playing special team time. Maybe a penalty kill unit. It sucks. 28 goals, almost a 30-goal campaign. I'm okay with that, but with Hudobin getting better, you gotta watch your back. Lino Waters with 46, 20-goal campaign. We lose him for the majority of the first round. Hudobin with 44, my point exactly. He's like how many years younger? 8 years younger than Langweeder. He's coming to take his spot on that second line. It's only a matter of time. Hudobin, or Habibulin, sorry, there's a Hudobin and a Habibulin. Whoop! 20 points. Not even as a fourth liner, 20 points is a damn good year. I'm glad we signed him to a contract. I'm happy we did. Why did I press back? Why did I press back again? Why do you watch this channel? If you're still here, if you are still here in this video, I want you to comment mashed potatoes. Because if you comment mashed potatoes gang. To comment mashed potatoes. Comment it. If you're still here in the episode, you are an actual MVP. Danner with 5 points in 23 games. McKinnon with 14. Bobalev with a good year, even though he missed plenty of games. We had a forward core did everything and more, especially after a mediocre start for Minnesota Wild standards. We really stepped up to the bar. Everybody did really solid, but I'm excited to see the defense. Is the Norris race close? Oh my god. Are you serious? Are you kidding me? Brant Clark posts 100 points. Quinn Hughes is going to lose the Norris Trophy for the first time in like a decade? Oh, are you serious? What? I did not expect that. The race was super close. You know, it was crazy me just saying, oh, let's go check out the Norris Trophy race on our own team. That's insane. That's an insane sentence in its own right. 101 points. We've had 2 defensemen in our franchise's history to post more than a 100-point season. Are you kidding me? Brant Clark exceeds expectations. He's had a point-per-game season before, but he goes all out with a phenomenal end of the year. Really stepped up to the plate. I'm glad he's young. Oh, I'm so glad we signed that deal over Marcus Mironov. No offense, Marcus, but enjoy Columbus. Quinn Hughes, you can't take it away from the man. He's losing a Norris for the first time in a very long time. I believe 2023 was the last. He's 10 years since he's lost a Norris, if I'm not mistaken. I believe it's been 9-10 seasons since he's lost, or since he has not won a Norris, right? That is a dynamic duo. I love that. Georges Bissonnette with 48 points. Phenomenal year. Harry Parrish with 30 points. Great year. Great tandem. They're all getting better together. I do like to see that. Harry Parrish. We signed you to a 5-year deal, so step up to the plate. Grossman with 19 points. Almost a 20-point campaign as a rookie defenseman is very, very impressive. Brent Perez with 11. And Backer came in for 2 games as a -4. Didn't even count. Great year. But I'm excited to see Pettersson. So, towards the end of the year, his stats did drop off. A 905 and a 262 goals against. He might win a Vezina. It depends on how everybody else did. But 45 wins, 8 losses. He really stepped up. In the games that we won, he really shut it down here, there, everywhere. I'm expecting big things. If he can just contribute in the postseason, we will have found the goalie. And the back was great. He put up, his stats were meh, but he won games. Exactly. They did everything they set out to do, and we picked the right goaltenders, I think. The entire league. Is he taking home a Vezina? Second most wins in the NHL this year. Igor Shesterkin for the Colorado Avalanche, I think, is out of the race already because he has a sub-900 save percentage and over 3 goals against. So he's out. It's probably going to Georgievic for the Detroit Red Wings with the 917. Yeah, I think the runner-up to this trophy is probably Pettersson, but Georgievic is going to win another Vezina. But a good season from Pettersson. I'm proud. Rookie skaters. Are we taking home a Calder? Yes, we are. Harrison Hadar, 66 points. Execute that 66. The Norris is going to Brandt Clark, but look at how close the rest of the league was. You have 4 defensemen over a point per game, almost 5. Unheard of. Brandt Clark is taking home his first career Norris at the age of 30. Former 5th overall pick. He's the man. He is the man. Quinn Hughes, don't take anything away from Quinn Hughes, my boy. But what a great season from our defensive core nonetheless. 1,200 points, by the way. 1,200. Great season. But what I really want to know, does the 136-point season for Anthony Francis win him another Art Ross? Will it? It will. By 6 points. 6-point lead on Everberg. Everberg has 88 goals. Ooh, 4 shy of tying the record. Aw, man, I would have loved to seen him break it. Too bad. 88 goals. I would never want to play him, though, because he's dangerous, and I am scared of that. A great season nonetheless. He's probably winning the MVP as well. I don't know how many he's won. I probably have to go back and watch videos of how many he's actually won, but man oh man, he is best player in the NHL. 88 goals, wins the trophy by a country mile. Not even a country mile, by 9 goals. That's a lot, but high scoring season nonetheless. The most assists in the league this year. 89 by Quinn Hughes and his former partner in Elias Pettersson. He's more of a Minnesota Wild anyways. But a great year for the Minnesota Wild nonetheless. We put up a 46% power play, probably league best, and a 76 penalty kill. Could have been worse. Where did Florida finish? Did they get a wild card spot? They were the first place in the Metro, or in the Atlantic Division. So the trade worked out for both ends. We trade away Cap and get a first. So I'm happy with the season. 60 plus wins again for the Wild. And in the first round, we will be facing a longtime rival in the Chicago Blackhawks. That is going to be a series and a half. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this one, please leave a like, leave a comment, share with people who you think may enjoy this sort of thing. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.